to the very first episode of Marriage, Mess, and Margaritas. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jessica.
And I'm Alicia. And yes, we're actually drinking margaritas while recording this, because how else do you talk about life, marriage, and chaos?
This podcast is our happy hour therapy. Just 3 women, 3 different stories, and a whole lot of real talk. No filters, no perfect Pinterest mom energy, just the mess.
We're all married, most days happily. And between the laundry piles, carpool lines, and late night, what even is life convos, we realize we can't be the only ones needing a space like this.
So welcome. Whether you're married, single, mom and heart, or just here for the margs, we're glad you're listening.
Each week, we'll pour a drink and dive into real conversations, relationships, mental health, mom fails, friendship, body image, intimacy, you name it.
And don't worry, there'll be plenty of laughs, oversharing, and probably a few spicy takes.
We'll also share listener stories, answer your questions, maybe even cry into our drinks once or twice, but it's all love here.
So grab a margarita, settle in, and let's kick off this beautifully messy ride together.
Welcome to Marriage, Mess, and Margaritas.
Let the chaos begin.
Oh, shit. So, like I said, my name's Jessica. I've been married for 11 years. Yep, 11 years this past May. I have 2 kids, 2 girls. They're 10 and 7. We don't have any sons. No boys. We were scared to try for number 3, just because it would be another girl, and we couldn't do that. So I bought two dogs that are boys and told my husband that was our sons. So that's where we're at.
Okay, my name is Jessica as well. I've got 3 children, 16-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy, and a 12-year-old girl. We've been married for... It will be 18 years this August, and we all reside here in South Carolina.
And I'm Alicia. I've been married for 20 years this year. We have 7 children together total.
All right, one fun fact or guilty pleasure. Jess, you go first.
Okay, so fun fact about me, I do love my kids, but I get tired of sharing with them. You know, as a mom, you always want something to eat, you always want a piece of candy, and it's always like, I want a bite, I want a piece. So I do tend to hide between the wall and the fridge to hide and eat my candy or my cake or my treat.
That's all right. I will tell you, we have had moments where Nick has found me in our closet, our bedroom closet, hiding and just laying in there for a second just to breathe, because life just gets crazy. So I understand hiding for a second.
Well, I definitely eat a lot of snacks and treats in my car, all by myself. No husband, no kids.
All right.
It's perfect.
One guilty pleasure of mine. I'd have to say I probably have a glass of wine every night and just taking a bath and have time to just relax. And I still love my reality TV.
Oh, yeah. So a fun fact about me is that I really do like to plan parties with pastel colors.
Although you feel like nobody's going to show up, and then you have a house full.
Every time.
But yes, I do like to take a bath. I haven't taken a bath this year, but
It's just so relaxing.
I think there for like a solid year of my life, I was in the bath every week.
Yes.
It is relaxing.
Either grab a book or watch a reality show and just...
Lavender, candle.
Yes.
Yeah. Lock the door so the kids don't come in there.
You have to lock the door.
Oh, and pray the husband keeps him company.
All right. One word, Alicia, that describes your marriage right now.
Tornado.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to describe it?
Explain that.
It's a whirlwind. It's exciting. You never know when it's going to turn the course and hit you in the face.
Well, I mean, with 7 kids, I feel like that's a tornado in itself. Yeah.
That's right. And there's always the calm before the storm.
What about you, Jess?
So I would use the word resilient to describe our marriage. We've definitely been through a lot that you wouldn't think would be involved in marriage, but we've definitely been through a lot. And so bending and twisting and trying to keep it going and making it work, but we never really broke. So I would say resilient.
Okay. I think I'm along the same lines. I think my word would be an anchor. Similar to what Jess is saying, kind of had a rocky storm this past January and February, which we're getting to later on in the podcast. But right now, just feeling like we've got this, things are settled right now, we're good, kids are doing well, but it's just life, and it's messy and struggle at times, but same thing, you keep going.
Yep, you got to keep choosing each other.
Yes, and that's been a big thing for us, is just learning to constantly, every day, waking up and choosing to fight and be together. Fight for each other, not with each other.
Yeah.
So how did this podcast come to life?
So honestly, I mean, we were sitting around one night.
Last weekend,
Yeah. It was last
just
weekend.
a few days ago.
And I would like to say that it was just us girls, but honestly, the husbands were there because I guess we got to include them every now and then. Mm-hmm. We were just sitting around and we were all kind of just talking about life and all the struggles and the ins and outs and the things that, everybody's different and everybody handles things differently. I mean, from getting pedicures and men tanning and...
That's right.
It was like everything. We talked about everything. And so from there we were like, you know what? I bet someone out there could totally relate to our life. And I feel like, most of the time, sometimes we're pretty funny. And so...
We were a riot last weekend at Alicia's party.
Yes, we were killing it.
We should have had our phones in.
We were killing it. I felt like we were real funny that night.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. But from that last weekend, we just decided, somebody can relate to us. And here we are. We made us a picture of margaritas, and we're sitting here, and we're doing this.
And I think if we could just touch one heart, we've done our job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let somebody out there know that they are not alone in this crazy world.
Right. So I guess what you can expect from us is some unfiltered convos, laughter, tough topics, and zero judgment. We've been friends for 10 years?
I don't know.
How old is your little one? How old is the little one?
She's 7.
8 years.
So 8 years.
8 years.
8 years we've known each other.
Gosh,
So we've been through a lot. We've been through babies, tough times. Yeah.
Scary times.
Yeah.
Real scary times.
Yeah. Pandemic.
I'll say.
Pandemic. Yes.
While one of us was over here still killing it working, and y'all were just
we were living life.
Living your best life.
Well, no, at least you struggled at first.
At first, yes.
Yes.
It was hard being quarantined without a job.
I loved it, guys.
Well, I went on medicine during that time. I had to get on some crazy medicine. I struggled, even though I was working without my friends.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can make some people laugh and make them feel like they're truly sitting here with us. There's no judgment.
Correct.
Hopefully
we're not perfect.
A good bit of sarcasm and some margarita-fueled life lessons. But we really want to remind our listeners out there that you're not the only one holding it together with cold coffee and a cluttered calendar. We're all struggling here.
Okay. Real talk, ladies. What they don't tell you about marriage. So I want each of us to share one thing that surprised us about marriage. I'll go first. I did not realize how much compromising there was going to be involved in a marriage. I thought it was my way or no way. But I learned the hard way that I have to give in and, listen to what my husband has to say and to take into consideration the things that he said. I learned that very on in the beginning of my marriage.
Well, that's good that you learned it in the beginning.
I was just about to say that.
Because I'm sitting here going, I still struggle with that
I agree.
part.
And just communicating together. I feel like we've had to learn how to do that again recently. It's not been easy.
It's not.
No, definitely not. I think that one thing that really surprised me about marriage was how much like intentional work it takes. Like, I think everybody looks at marriage as like this easy breezy, you love each other, you're floating on cloud nine, it's always cupcakes and rainbows, but like it really takes work.
100%. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And so like to wake up every day and say like, you're my person, you're who I'm going to choose every day, in and out, no matter what. Like, I think that was probably the biggest thing for me, is just realizing how much you work through all the down slopes.
I agree with both of you, definitely. But I think even now that we all have kids, it's learning differently with the kids and how to parent and compromising because of the kids.
Yeah.
Early on in my marriage, I think it was different because I had never lived. I don't know if you guys ever lived with opposite sex at all before marriage. I never did. Nick and I never did.
No.
Okay.
No.
So for us, probably same thing for you guys. It was very awkward to wake up and see his toothbrush next to mine, and just seeing men's stuff in the bathroom and in the closets. Like, I grew up, it was all girls, so I didn't even have boys in my home besides my dad. But I didn't have that stuff all around. So that was a lot for me to be like, okay, you got to share everything. And then I really struggle with, I come up with the best ideas always when Nick is in the bathroom. And I am a person that I need to look at someone when I'm speaking.
Right, me too.
Oh, and it drives me crazy because
Yes.
he is like, close the door, I'm going to the bathroom. And I'm like, no, I got to tell you about this. Or, hold on, what do you think about this? And he's like, stop, I'm going to the bathroom. And I'm like, for some reason, that's when I think about things.
I have learned to just let him go to the bathroom. Like, go to the bathroom and get started, and then I'll pop up.
Oh,
Because how can you tell me to, like, leave you alone? You're already in there.
Well, I do that, but he's still, and the funny thing is, after almost 18 years, he has not learned to lock the door.
That's great.
It's unlocked, and I constantly open it up, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Or, are we going to do this today? Or, and just anything.
You know, part of me would like to think he probably would miss it if you didn't.
I think so,
Like,
too.
I feel like he'd be like, what's wrong with her? Why
I think
isn't
he
she
would
coming in
miss
here?
it, but I think he would be, like, relieved, like, I have 5 minutes by myself.
Yeah.
Just to go to the bathroom.
Well, I guess him and Taylor.
Because that is a very personal thing for
It
people.
is. Yeah.
And then
It
for your
is.
significant other to be popping up all the time of, hey, what do you think about this?
But you know, okay, so early on in your relationship, did he always shut the door, or did he go to the bathroom with the door open?
I think it was always like half open.
Yeah, well, like, if you're going to leave the door open, I feel like that's just an invitation. So then you can't wait
Yes.
5 years down the road and be like, I'm going to shut the door so you don't come in
and
here.
I think he doesn't mind that I'm talking to when he's going, but I have that problem where I have to look at him in the face.
Yeah,
So
I
it'd be
cannot
one
make
thing.
eye contact when I'm pooping.
So-
I think, listen, for the first year of my marriage, I think I pooped at work just to avoid those awkward moments.
And I need to look at him, and he does not. So I think I need to work on that. It's hard.
Well, I don't know if you should work on it.
Well, I think they need. Well, I guess this could be another conversation. Like, how many women out there are talking to their husband while they're going to the bathroom?
Yes, I mean, right here, we just found out that there's 2 out of 3
Yes.
here that do this regularly.
Yes, I definitely don't go anywhere near the bathroom when my husband's using it. If anything, I'm running in the opposite direction.
Oh.
Early on in mine and Taylor's relationship, I would hold in my farts. I just would hold
What are
them
you
in.
talking about? Girls do not do that.
Okay, well, you're right. You're right. But I would not release it. And so my stomach would hurt and it was really bad. And he would always tell me, like, it's okay. It's okay. Be yourself. Let it go. It's okay. Don't hurt. Valentine's Day, we got a hotel room just to get away. We were still dating at the time, but just to get away, have a night to each other, be together. And we went out to eat. We went to the strip club in Greer.
Mm-hmm.
Had a big steak, all the fixins. We got dessert. Like, it was everything. So I was stuffed, and my stomach was killing me at the end of the night. So we go back to the hotel room, and we're laying in bed. And I'm like, oh, my stomach's really hurting. And, like, he could hear it, like, gurgling. He was like, babe, just let it go. Like, let it go. So I was like, okay, well,
Oh no.
here we go. So I let it go, and y'all, no lie, he jumped out of the bed, and he looked at me like I had set off a bomb. He was like, what is this? I was like, well, you told me to let it go. So I've never looked back. I let it go all the time now, but I think he probably regrets ever telling me that it was okay.
I love it. I love it.
But yes, it vibrated his leg and everything.
Oh, no.
Yes, it was not girly. It was not like cute.
I don't know
It was
anything
nothing.
of what you're talking about. Never has happened.
Right.
Okay, so Jess, what was this featured margarita that you've made for us today?
Okay, so today we are drinking just a basic, regular,
Classic.
classic margarita. We chose this one to kind of start us out with, just because it's strong and true and straight to the point. There's nothing extra to it, and it's good and simple, strong, straight to the point. Kind of like our marriages most days.
Aw, that is cute.
Now, we picked the classic for our very first episode because, well, it never lets us down. Just like our girls' nights, our vent sessions, our moments where we just call each other to talk. It's always reliable, a little tangy, a little salty, and strong enough to get us through the messiest moments. Basically, it's the drink version of our podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute. Good job, Jess.
All right.
All right, guys. So, sour moment of the week. Jess, you go first.
Okay, so my sour moment of the week definitely has to deal with being a mom. So I started a new job at work, and it's a lot of training, and my supervisor likes us to be on camera. So I was on camera, I was learning, and my oldest daughter, she's 10, so she comes downstairs, and she's like, hey, Mom, can we go to the park with our cousin? So I was like, okay, what time, While I'm on training, I'm muted, and I'm trying to have a conversation with her, and she's like, oh, they're going to be here in 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay, well, nobody's dressed, nobody's teeth are brushed, like, nothing's been done. And I was like, okay, well, I'm in training, I can't really leave.
Right.
So I was like, well, can you help your sister get dressed, while I'm in training? So then she texted me from upstairs, and she's like, we need to have on clothes that can get wet. Because the park has the water pads. So I was like, I didn't even see the text message because I was in training. So then she comes back downstairs. She's like, Mom, did you get my text message? And I was like, no, I haven't even read it. And so she's like, well, look at it. So I look at it, and I'm like, okay, well, so can you help your sister get dressed? I'll come up and, brush her teeth. We'll finish getting ready. Help her get dressed in some clothes. She's like, okay. So she goes and helps her, and she's like, Mom, she doesn't have any clothes that can get wet. This is all while I'm in training on video.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, oh, my gosh, great first impressions. So I was like, look in the laundry basket, get her some clothes. So she gets her dressed. She comes back downstairs, and she's like, okay, she's dressed. Can we go? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, but I need you to get a change of clothes, like a change of dry clothes, because if you're going to get wet, you're going to probably want to put on dry clothes. So then she starts to argue with me and tell me that, no, we don't need dry clothes. I'm still in training. I'm muted. I know it's just me and my supervisor. Yes. So it's just us two. So I know she sees me with my head turned and my mouth is just going. So I finally looked at her and I was like, ma'am, can you give me 10 minutes? Like, I just need 10 minutes. So I get off the camera. I go with my daughter. She is still arguing with me about, we don't need dry clothes. Why do we need dry clothes? It's hot outside. We're going to dry off with the sun. So I was like, no, we need dry clothes. So we get upstairs. She pulled, I have a bag. I go to my closet, I get a bag, and I start putting her sister's clothes in there, and I go in her room. And she has got this whole other bag that she is starting to fill up with, more than just clothes.
Of course.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Stuffed animals, toys.
Yes. And she's like, well, I'm going to take this bag. No.
Right.
No, we're not. Because you're going to the park, and I already have a bag. And we need dry clothes. So she's still arguing with me about dry clothes. And I completely lost it. I just exploded.
This is today?
Yeah, it was today, actually. I have probably not yelled it's been a very long time since I've yelled. I have everybody has a stern mom voice, We raise our voice a little. Today, I like fully exploded. I straight up yelled. And she straight up clammed up.
Oh no.
And she just looked at me, and she got her clothes, and she handed them to me, and then she went and sat on her bed. And I was like, okay. So I went and got the rest of the stuff. I got her sister situated, and I circled back around, and I check on her, and she is full on sobbing.
Aww.
Like, thrown into the pillows, boo-hooing. I felt horrible.
You feel like an awful mom.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So then the mom guilt comes, and I'm like, oh, crap. And I'm sitting here going, I haven't told my boss, like, I've got 10 minutes, and here we are 8 minutes into this, and now we're crying. So I took a deep breath, and I went over there, and I was like, listen, Mom's sorry. Like, I gave her this big apology, and I was like, I'm really stressed with work right now, but that's not an excuse for me to go off on you.
Right.
You didn't deserve that, and I'm very sorry. So we had the snot and the tears and all the works. Lots of deep breaths, lots of hugs, and a lot of toilet paper to dry all the snot. She pulled it together. They went to the park. They had a blast. And I got back to my meeting, but, 20 minutes later. It was fine, though. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. But probably the most sour moment that I've had recently.
Okay, what about your sweet moment of the week? Just switch it to a positive note.
Yes. Sweet moment of the week, something that I'm grateful for. Honestly, I'm very grateful to be able to work from home. That is probably the biggest thing that I'm grateful for, especially this week. Like, yes, the park fiasco happened. It was sour, but at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm present, and I can pull away from work and tend to the kids, make them lunch. I'm here when they need something. I'm here if my husband decides to come home for lunch, gives me a sweet kiss. Like, it's great. It's great. So I'm very grateful. I could say 10 years ago, there's no way I would have ever dreamed about working from home or even having that opportunity. But to be able to do that now, like, I'm very grateful for that.
Good.
That's sweet.
All right, Alicia, sour moment of the week.
Sour moment of the week. Okay, so one of my guilty pleasures is ordering subscription boxes.
Of what?
Anything.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything. So this was the second month that I got a cat box, treats for the cats. Well, the first box I didn't get to enjoy because one of the other children in the house decided that she was going to open up the cat box and enjoy the treats and the candy and all the other snacks with the cats. So this time I looked out for the cat treat box. And we both locked eyes and saw the box at the same time. And I pulled the mama card. Nope, I'm in charge. No one's going to touch this box but me. Which was kind of selfish because we could have opened it all together. But I was being petty and I wanted to enjoy the cat box with the cats all by myself. And that's what we did. So that was kind of a sweet moment too.
Sour for the kids, sweet for the cat.
That's right. That's right.
Aww.
Yes.
Did the cat like the box?
Loved it.
Are you
It
going to
comes
keep
with-
subscribing?
Yes, it comes
Okay.
with catnip and like wet treats and dry treats, and they just love it.
Okay, so now I'm curious what else you're subscribed to.
What else do I subscribe to? Okay, well, I canceled actually all of my subscriptions to, streaming TVs. All of them.
What?
I canceled
All of them?
all of them, except for.
Okay, I was expecting like the boxes and stuff
Yeah.
at your
Except for
front
Netflix.
door.
Well, it's a balance, right? You can't have it all.
No. So we get the
So wait, you get
boxes,
the
but
cat
we get rid of the TV.
That's right. That's right.
What did everyone in your family think about this?
Well, they don't even know yet.
Oh, great.
Except for the one little girl that saw the cat box.
They got till the end of the month.
That's right.
So, next week.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep. Let's see what else. Oh, and then I have my, what is it called? What is it called when you get the air smelling things that smell good?
You have the-
Scentsy?
No, not
You have
Scentsy.
Pura, don't you?
I have the Pura.
I almost looked into
Yes,
Pura.
so not cheap,
Okay.
but
Very not
definitely,
cheap.
but definitely worth it. My house smells so lovely.
It does. I will say, this past weekend
Yes.
smelled delicious.
Yes, I had lemon scent.
I told you, it smells like lemon.
Yep.
And I said that to you when I went over, and you were like,
Did you know that she had a subscription?
No, I knew
No.
that she had the fresheners, but I did not know it was a
Not only
subscription.
do I have one, but I have 4 subscriptions. So I have 4 different scents coming in at a time.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so does this thing work with like just a single machine?
You
It's
can get
theirs.
one machine. You can get one machine. What is it called? Like
They have car ones, too.
Diffuser.
Because I feel like
Yes,
I have
I got
seen
the
this
car
pop
one.
Okay.
through.
I got the car one.
So
So
she has the car.
yeah, so I
That's
have
one of the subscriptions.
I have the car one for all of our cars in the house.
Wow.
And then I have the plug-ins, and then I have the standalones, and I have the mini ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why aren't you a salesman for this company?
I should be.
You should
She could be now.
Yep, and
Right?
now I'm endorsing. Congratulations, Kira.
Okay, so do the wall scents last as long as like, the other plug-in things?
They last for a little less than a month because you can decide how strong you want the scent. So it's light, medium, and strong, and then you can program it how many hours you want it to go off and what time of the day you want it to go
Oh,
off.
that's nice.
Yeah, so it's all programmed from your phone.
So I have a Scentsy one for like my bathroom.
Yeah.
It smells good, but like after a week and a half, it's done.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This one lasts a whole lot longer.
There's a whole lot more.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Scared to
lovely.
know how much more it is.
I don't even know.
Subscription sounded great.
She got a discount for the subscription,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
All right, guys.
All right, what's your sour moment?
I've really
Yes.
got to think about that. It's not been a bad week so far, which I'm not sure if that's what I'm worried about now, that maybe something's going to happen later on this week.
Your sour's coming.
I know, and it gets me a little nervous. Nothing really yet. It hasn't really been a little busy, but not much. We haven't gone practice at all this week for any of my boys. So we really have not been, besides it being extremely hot, there hasn't really been much of
Oh my
a
God,
sour.
I've been scared to go outside.
It's been very hot.
I went
very
out
hot.
this morning with the dog, and I was like, this is it. I don't know if I can do this again today.
Yes.
It is hot.
It's
hot.
awful.
And that's why my boys have not been at practice, because it's been so hot. So just my daughter has an activity this week. And so we've just been taking her to her activity, but the boys have not.
Is your daughter doing it too?
My daughter is.
Yes.
Okay. Are
Yes.
they loving it?
They've
loves
seen each
it.
other a couple of times.
Every-
They're not in the same, like,
in
group.
passing. They
Yes.
see each other in passing.
Yes.
And
Mine
they were,
said she was, like, jumping up and down trying to get your
and
attention.
they were tickled to death to ride to school today.
Oh.
Or ride to camp together today.
Oh, cute.
Well, my daughter, she says, even though it's acting camp, she doesn't have an acting role, and so she thinks it's kind of a fraud for me to send her there.
Oh.
Yeah. So
But she's still having fun.
she's still having fun. We're
And the
working.
thing
through
about it is, both of our daughters need to be entertained.
they do.
So it's very nice for them to just be
Busy.
playing and busy
I
all
just
day long.
couldn't pay the money.
It was.
Well, I understand that, but
Those are. I feel like
She
every
needs-
year they have increased.
they have. But my daughter needs constant something to do.
Yeah.
So just to have 1 week of, okay, I know you're good, I know you're safe, I know you like to do this. It's kind of like a refreshing, just I can breathe for a minute.
But I think that's great that she likes to be busy because.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. But like when I see the girls play together, to see my kids' imaginations like just come to life, it's because of her. Like she can come up with the craziest
This new
things.
game that they're playing, what is it, Babysitter or whatever it is that they've been playing?
They've been
ours.
playing that for like 2 years. ever
Yes, that's
since-
true. They have, and
Yes.
it's still going.
Yes, but I mean, it's like just like the things that she comes up with and the
Yeah,
entertainment.
she loves to play.
Yeah, they love it.
Yes. But yeah, so not really anything sour yet. Hopefully the week will continue.
Oh, I know what's sour about this camp. Not only do we pay a ton of money, we have to pay $12.50 to come watch our child not act at the play that they are participating in.
So yours is yours in the play?
She's in
They're
it,
in the
but
play.
she's not a main role either.
Oh, but $12.50 a person.
If you want a good seat,
Are you gonna get a good seat?
you know.
You know we will.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm kind of jealous.
Well, come on Friday.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you should come.
Don't answer my
It is
calls.
cute. Last year they were very cute.
It was cute. It
Yes.
was cute.
They did a good
Aw.
job. Sweet moment, I would have to say today's my birthday. So just really reflecting on this past year, struggles, and then being just in the moment and enjoying friendships and being there for people, and it's just been good. So I would have to say that's my sweet moment right now.
We have been spending a lot of time together. I've really missed
We
y'all.
have. I've been much better about that.
It was
Because
funny.
I struggled with that.
So my oldest asked me, why have we been hanging out with them so much?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, what do you mean? She was like, I mean, it's fine. I love it. But like, we're always with them.
All of a sudden, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, well, baby, years ago, we hung out with them every weekend. And I was
Every
like,
weekend.
you were so little. I don't think you remember, but like we were with y'all all
Right.
the time. Yes, all the time.
I have the pictures to prove it.
Yes.
We did. And then we just stopped.
Well, the world stopped.
The world stopped, and I think I just went through a phase, and it was just, I just wanted to be home and enjoy my kids. My kids are the oldest ones. Well, you've got older kids.
Mm-hmm.
But my kids are getting older, so I think it's realizing that I only have so many years while they're in my home. And I just want to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So it was like sheltering them to just be with me, and you don't need to see anybody else. And
Well,
or
I
just spend time
definitely-
all five.
There was so much going on. Like COVID hit.
Yes. Different jobs. We've all been with
We
different
were all
jobs.
separated.
Yes.
I kind of went off on my own thing and thought that people that could be friends with me that, you know, were not the best decisions
Right.
in my life.
But we've all grown and matured.
We have, and then we all got different jobs.
Correct.
And I think that we just slowly kind of pulled those pieces back together.
Yes, we did. We found each other again. We've had hard conversations as well,
We have.
but it's been good.
It has, yeah.
All right, ladies. What are we
Okay.
talking about next week?
So next week,
More of a spicy topic.
it is a good bit of a spicy topic.
Is it spicy?
It is.
It's gonna be spicy.
It's more about marriage and
Having babies.
relationships and babies and intimacy with your spouse and all the good and bad with all of that.
And some spicy margaritas.
Yes.
Let's talk about sex after kids.
Ooh.
So we're getting real about what intimacy looks like and marriage and after many, many, many years. Post-baby bodies, hormones, and all that awkward, honest, and hilarious moments in between. So spoiler alert, it's not all lace and candlelight. Sometimes it's a snack, sweatpants, and scheduled sessions. You don't want to miss this one. So check us out on our social media for Instagram at Marriage Mess and Marks.
Leave a review, share with your friends, and subscribe.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear from you. Next week, we're diving into the honest truth about sex after kids, and we'd love to include your stories, advice, and hilarious moments. Drop us a message, slide into our DMs, or send us a voice memo. We promise we will keep all of your comments anonymous, because what happens in the bedroom can still make it to the podcast. So, if there's one thing we hope you take from today, it's this: you're not alone in this mess. Marriage isn't perfect, motherhood isn't filtered, and life definitely doesn't come with a manual. But we're in it with you, margarita in hand. So whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're glad you're here. Welcome to the mess, and let's make a little more fun together. So here's to love,
Laughter.
And surviving the mess.
One margarita at a time.
Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share us with your favorite hot mess.
Marriage, mess and margaritas. Life's a mix and it'll never beat us. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. The wildest stories, you'll hear them here.